Hello 10th class student, this is Mehnaz Khan with second part of the poem A Tiger in the Zoo composed by Leslie Norris. Let us start the explanation. Third stranger, he should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, bearing his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Snarling is a sound of tiger sound, dog sound, or wolf sound around houses in the jungle edge. Edge means border. If he would be in forest, the poet is telling that if tiger would be in forest, he was making a louder sound around the houses at the border of jungle, at the border of forest. Bearing means uncover. His white fangs. Fangs means canine, means sharp teeth. His claws terrorizing the village means if he would be in forest, he will terrify, he will frighten the villager on the border of the jungle, on the border of forest. He would make louder snarling sound. He will show his white, canine, sharp teeth and claws to the villager to frighten them. Students, let us see the rhyme scheme first. As rhyme with village, so rhyme scheme is same. A, B, C, B we are having. Student, if we observe in first line, O vowel sound is prominent in should, around, house. In third line, I vowel sound is prominent in bearing, his, white, his. So this is assonance literary device. Student, in first line, we are having snarling. Snarling is a sound by which we are recognize that there is a tiger. As by listening barking, we recognize that there is a dog. If roaring we listen, then we recognize that there is a lion. So this is onomatopoeia literary device when we recognize the object by its sound. Student, beside this, we will observe that in third line, sa consonant sound is prominent in his, fangs, his, claws. This is consonant literary device. Why it is consonant, not alliteration? Because the consonant sound is not in the beginning. It is in the last or mid. Student, hope that you have understood. Imagery we are having. Imagery literary device because we are having image here. If he would be forest, if he would in be forest and how he would treat, and personification we are also having because he we are using for an animal. Beside this, if we observe the strangers, first line is not having any punctuation mark. The first sentence is continue in second line. So this is enjambment literary devices also here. Let us see next stanza, fourth stanza. But he is locked in a concrete cell. His strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitor. But he is locked in concrete cell. Concrete cell means he was caged in a cell, in a room which is made by concrete, which is made of cement, brick, means the material which we are using for make a cemented house, that material is used here. His strength, his power is behind bars. Bars are the used for the cage stacking. Strength means his power. He can't show his power, he can't attack the people, he is helpless there behind the bars. Stalking the length of his cage, he was roaming, he was walking according the cage length. Ignoring visitor, he was ignoring visitor. Why he was ignoring visitor? Because he was in extreme anger. If he would be in forest, he would attack on visitor and show his real strength, but now he is helpless, so he is ignoring visitor. मीन्स पोएट कह रहा है कि जो टाइगर है वो बंद है, लॉक है सीमेंटेड कंक्रीट से बने हुए एक सेल में, कमरे में, और उसकी ताकत जो है, जो उसके सलाखें होती हैं, बार्स होती हैं पिंजरे की, उसके पीछे ही रुक गई है। वो अपनी स्ट्रेंथ को, अपनी पावर को दिखा नहीं सकता, सिर्फ वो केज में थोड़ी दूरी पर घूम रहा है और जो भी विजिटर्स को देखने आ रहे हैं वो उनको इग्नोर कर रहा है, क्योंकि वो अपनी रियल क्वालिटी उन्हें इस केज के पीछे से नहीं दिखा सकता, वो अपनी पावर शो नहीं कर सकता। Let us see the rhyme scheme of this stanza. Student, here no word is rhyme to each other. Cell, bars, cage, visitor we are having. So this stanza rhyme scheme is little change. A, B, C, B. All four words are not rhyming to each other. A, B, C, D rhyme scheme we are having. Let us see the literary device of this stanza. If we observe that E vowel sound is prominent in first line, he, log, concrete, cell. So this is, and in last line I prominent is here in ignoring and visitors. These are the vowel sound. When we are having vowel sound prominent, that is assonance literary device. Beside this, consonant sound is also prominent in his strength, stars. Sa consonant sound is here, and in so this is consonants literary device. If we observe behind bar, ba sound is repeated into consecutive words, so this is alliteration literary device. Student, we will continue our explanation in third part of this poem. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.